Hello and welcome to the first episode of the WeebathonCast. I'm joined today by Kath, also known as Kathbait.
Hi.
And Scott, also known as Bosquor.
Why, hello there, friends.
I'm Ellis, also known as Sir Perkleton. Kath and I are from the collective Worst Pre-Made Ever. And Scott, you have your own channel called...
At Bosquar and the Weebathon.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's the namesake of this place.
It is, yeah. This is where we have our branding from. So we are all men/women of culture in one way, shape or form. Kath less so, she's a bit uncultured, gotta be honest.
Wow.
You're fucked.
Wow.
You'll understand why when we get to the end and she picks her waifu and husbando. They're poor choices.
They are not poor choices.
Wait.
You are just
Do you
twat.
already know?
Yeah, she told me already because she's an idiot. Yeah, I know. I've kept mine a secret, don't worry. So, we're going to start off with something very simple. Your first anime.
I was probably like 5 and I discovered Sailor Moon.
God damn it.
I know. On I think it was probably like Fox Kids or some shit like that, like back on old cable TV. So yeah, it was probably Sailor Moon and then Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon probably around the same sort of time. I was probably like 6 or 7. Yeah, because Pokemon anime I think came out in like 97, so I'd have been like 6. Probably that. And then I think I kind of did the like staying up late and watching Cartoon Network, so you'd get Ghost in the Shell and shit like that on there. So I watched that pretty early on. Akira, obviously.
I remember those days.
It was so long ago. So long ago. And I think I then discovered like Studio Ghibli and stuff like that. So it kind of went from there. Pokemon and Sailor Moon, I'd say, were definitely the gateway drug.
I never had cable.
No.
So, I never got to see any of these. Go on, Scott, what was yours?
Well, I would say that, it was Dragon Ball Z and the Digimans and the Pokemans. But I feel like a lot of people don't consider those to be... I mean, they are anime, but they
are
like...
anime.
A lot of people are like, that's your first?
Yeah.
Oh, I watched fucking blah 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 as my first.
Yeah.
Fuck off, you fucking gatekeeping twat.
Elitist pricks.
Yeah, I can't stand them. Like, I know it's lame that Sailor Moon was my first anime, but I don't give a shit. I fucking love Sailor Moon.
I watched Sailor Moon too. I'm not even gonna care.
Yep, Sailor Moon, cracking.
So your first was like the Digimons and Pokemons and all that sort of jazz.
Yes, but the other one I wanted to say that was also a big influence was when my dad gave me all of his Robotech DVDs.
Nice.
And was
so
like,
I thought you were about to say when my dad gave me all of his hentai, and I was like,
oh
God.
No,
Oh God, no.
Not that far.
That was later on.
My dad's my dad's a big nerd, but he's not a weeb loser like the rest of us.
Right.
But he definitely dabbled into it, and Robotech was the one he really liked, so he just gave me all of it and was like, here you go, watch it.
Nice.
And yeah, that was my first experiences. Then that would lay dormant until a long time later.
What was yours, Ellis? Because you didn't start watching anime really until I started throwing it at you.
Yeah.
I didn't really start with it until about 2 years ago.
You were like, oh, fucking weeb shit, you're a fucking weeb. Oh, I'm not watching that. There's no anime that I like, it's all the same.
Well,
to be fair.
I hadn't seen any that I liked beforehand.
You liked Death Note.
Hang on, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go back to. So actually the first thing I watched that I would consider anime, other than, like, you could say Transformers, like the original films.
But
I'm not
love
sure
those.
if that really counts.
It's an animated movie,
It's
but
an animated movie, but it's not really
anime.
anime. So
Yeah.
the first proper anime thing I actually sat down and watched was Akira. And that's
Yeah.
because my brother had bought it and I had nothing else to watch, and it was on DVD. So I sat down and watched that. And my actually, funny story. When she caught me, my mum caught me watching it, and was like, "Oh, you're not going to become one of these weirdo losers who like think everything Japan is amazing and everything else is like. I was like, fuck me, mum. I'm watching a DVD. That's it. And now look at me.
Well, now, Mom, look.
Yeah.
Look where I am now, Mom.
Yeah, but then after that, the first series I fully watched was Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
And I attempted to watch Full Metal Alchemist, but I didn't watch Brotherhood. It was the original one. I got about halfway through.
And you hated it.
And it got so fucking confusing, I gave up.
That was your first mistake.
But didn't you then recently watch Brotherhood and you realised that, yes, this is the better one?
Yeah. Not that I can remember much of the first time I watched, because that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so recently, the thing the first one that pulled me back into it was actually 7 Deadly Sins. Yeah.
The Netflix original series?
Yeah, the Netflix original series. It definitely isn't a Netflix original series.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it was the first season of that. Whilst when I was off work for a while, I watched the first season of that on Netflix, and that was what started pulling me in. After that, then it was Violet Evergarden, and my God, that is.
Oh.
That set the bar fucking high after that.
Oh, yeah.
Because my God, like the voice acting, especially the dub, is fantastic. I'm a dub scrub. I apologise to all of you sub elitists out there, but I'm a dub scrub. If there's a dub, I will watch the dub over the sub.
I am probably a bit like that as well. Although there are some animes that I would prefer to watch in Japanese. However, I would also say on that vein that there are some that I would prefer to watch in English. Hellsing OVA being one of them. Like, you completely lose all of the different accents and stuff all the different characters are supposed to have when you watch it in Japanese. Yeah. When you've got all the characters like Alucard, obviously, who sounds like standard American, I guess. And then you've got like Sarah's Victoria, she sounds British. You've got Alexander Anderson, who obviously lives in Italy a lot of the time, but is actually Irish. And then you've got like all the German characters and the Italian characters, and like they all sound like they should from where they're from. You just kind of lose that completely when you watch the Japanese version. So my opinion, sometimes dub is better. Sorry.
Prep yourself for the hate.
Yeah, I'm prepping for all the hate and the flaming.
Now everyone expects me to be the sub only, but they would be wrong. I also like dub.
Yeah. Especially there's one for Azur Lane. I know you love that.
That's the best dub in existence, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Really?
No, it's fucking horrific.
You have to leave. Katya, they watch it.
I haven't watched it.
You should watch it. It is
I haven't watched it.
Like, so...
You got the Cockney accent like javelin.
half the British characters.
I love javelin.
Half the British characters are Cockneys or Americans trying their best to do like a posh English accent.
Oh dear.
And failing horrifically. I mean, it is so bad. The American characters sound fine because
why couldn't they just get British voice actors?
I don't know. But the Germans, oh my god.
The Germans!
It's beauty and grace. It's so good. Like, the most stereotypical, like, angry German accents. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh dear. And there's quite a few German ships, aren't there?
Yeah, it's mainly focused on the four sort of big
I think only two of them talk.
Yeah,
but they make up for it.
There's Nimi
there's Prince Eugen and Nimi, yeah. But yeah, and Nimi is like the quintessential, like, that's Z23, by the way. Is the quintessential angry German. Like, everything is shouted and everything is angry.
Schmetterling!
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so good.
But Ellis did say that Javelin's voice wasn't that bad.
As a Cockney accent, it wasn't that bad. It still bugs me that every single time they have a sort of American media has a set of British characters. If they're from London, they're Cockney, or if they're meant to sound common, they're Cockney.
Yeah.
It's just like, not everyone in Britain is a Cockney.
Yeah, they seem to think that if you're someone who is of the lower classes, you will have a Cockney accent if you are from the UK. That's not the case. Like, have you seen half of the fucking trash that live up in the valleys in Wales? Like, I can tell you, they don't sound Cockney, but they are fucking trash heaps.
And also, they also think that everyone who speaks like me with like a proper English accent is immediately high class
Queen's
and
own
rich.
English, darling.
Queen's own English. Yes, sorry.
That's what I thought.
I was poor for a very long time. For a very, very long time, I was very poor. I had to move out of the capital of Wales and go into the arse end of nowhere with Kath because we couldn't afford the rent in our place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, things need to be done.
Now we live in a shitty little town in South Wales.
Yeah. In the pokiest little house we could possibly find.
Yes.
That's
yes.
okay.
I want more doggos, but unfortunately, our doggo is about the size of our house, so we can't have any
I've
more.
seen the dog.
Yeah.
She's a big girl.
She is a big girl. Hence, now flashing up picture of Lyra. Ping.
Ping. She probably looks
Hooray.
fluffy and cute.
Hey, more editing for me. Woohoo.
You should also flash up a screen of Nimi screaming
I'd probably do that for the...
when she says "quiet in the restaurant." You're all insufferable.
Yeah. Yeah. I really need to see Slow Ahead, but I'm waiting it. So I am also a person who cannot watch TV weekly.
Oh yeah, I can't really do that either.
I used to struggle with it, like sort of back in the day when TV episodes were released weekly before the inventions of things like Netflix and stuff. And I used to hate it. Especially if you accidentally miss an episode. If you miss an episode, you're fucked.
Yeah,
like,
there's no repeats or anything. Do you remember when they brought out the on-demand services?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was a fucking lifesaver. Like, oh,
yes.
I can finally actually watch shit like when I want to. So good.
Yeah, I remember like I still do like it, I guess. Used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer like religiously. And I remember quite a few times I'd miss episodes, and then like the following week it'd be like previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and you'd be like, the fuck?
I still don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, now with obviously streaming services and things, I'm definitely a binger.
Yeah, I'm a binger, 100%. Like I can happily sit down and watch part of a series and then watch the rest of it later. But I need to know it's all out before I start watching it, in case I get hooked. And if I get hooked, I want to watch it all like in an evening. I don't want to have to fucking wait like literally 2 months until the fucking series ends.
Yeah.
But then you get the depression of the series ending sooner.
That's fine. I don't mind that because the thing is, what you do is then you pick another series to watch straight afterwards.
You fill the void.
And then, you just fill the void with something else, and you just constantly go. All right, so I'm probably going to get some hate for this as well, but I also do have some limits on the anime that I'll watch.
Don't say
And it's actually not to do with genre. Genre I'm generally okay with as long as, but it's actually to do with art.
Yep.
I found that pretty much anything earlier than about 2002, 2003, I can't watch.
Oh, like the older stuff?
Yeah, it's I can't do it.
The art style definitely did make like a massive change.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna get people are gonna hate me for this, but it got just vastly superior. Like anyone who goes back and watches anime, anyone who goes back and says an anime from 1999 has better art than an anime from like 2020 is blind.
Oh no, it's true. They did get better over time.
Yeah.
The older stuff has its own style though. So
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, you can very obviously look at like clips of different animes like back to back. You'll be able to spot the ones that came out pre-2000.
Oh god, yeah, definitely.
Yup.
But I think it's also though because I have the nostalgia of watching things like Pokemon and Sailor Moon when they were airing. I think I don't like that sort of anime style doesn't bother me as much.
I can watch it on feature films, so things like Ghibli stuff, because the art that they do on those films is so beautiful anyway that it overrides anything else. Obviously, it's a feature film, so they've taken much more time over it.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail.
You're comparing a movie to TV series.
Yeah, but I would say that the art, do you guys ever watch Grimgar Fancy of Ash?
No.
Okay, so that has like beautiful watercolor style backgrounds, and they're stunning. And that was like 2014. Or like if you look at what's another good one? Irregular at Magic High School. The art in that is so fucking crisp.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like it's well detailed. It's nicely colored. It's vibrant. You got lots of like decent like shadows and lighting.
You need to watch Your Name if you're on about nice art.
Sort of stuff. Yeah, I know. And then
I
of course
haven't seen it.
I still haven't.
It's
either.
so pretty.
And then of course there's Violet Evergarden, and that is like
probably it is stunning.
Is probably my top pick for like if we're just going just purely off aesthetics, because my god, the art in that is just plain beautiful.
I would say I'm also kind of in the like if my eyes do not like what I'm looking at, I can't really sit down and watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Yeah, even if the story is cool and the characters are cool, if it looks like hot garbage, to my eyes anyway, I can't watch it.
Art is definitely, you know, everyone's gonna like every single different art style. So
yeah.
But equally, I also don't have the hatred boner that people have for CGI animation.
No, me either. I don't mind it.
So I've there's a series Knights of Sidonia, which is it's like sort of a mecha-ish anime, but that's all CGI. And personally, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It took me a while to get used to it because it's sort of like it's a bit like Borderlands and things like that with the cell
shading,
cell shaded like style. Did you say that, Scott? It's like it's got a sort of cell shady-esque.
Kinda, yeah.
Because it's got like really thick black outlines around everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's it took me a bit of time to like adjust my brain to watching it, but once I did, I actually genuinely really enjoyed the art style, especially the really weird color palette as well, because everything's sort of like
blue and
blues and then like reddy purples.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
You know, I don't understand what people have a lot of the time against CG stuff. I mean, sometimes it does look bad, but not all of it looks bad.
Yeah, I think the best example I can give for a really bad CGI is Ari Frueta.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
One of the big harem isekai films where the guy's like a scrub lord, falls into a big pit and loses his arm and has to like build his way back up by like eating monsters.
Wait.
It's really good. It's really good. It's genuinely really good. Yeah.
How do I spell this?
That's a very good question. Hang on.
God damn it.
Arifureta.
Yeah. From Commonplace to World's Strongest. But yeah, there's you see some anime, you look at it and go, this has obviously been rushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a bunny girl though.
I remember this one now.
Obviously rushed, like especially near the end. Some of the fight scenes were, oh god, they were bad.
But bunny girl.
And the CGI was really bad.
I do remember the bunny girl though.
But
get that bun.
It's a really good series. To be perfectly honest, it's really good. I love it. It's one of my. Even though the animation is a bit bulky, and
the main character does look a lot like Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul as well, though.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Apart from he's a bit less depressed.
I mean, Kaneki has like. There's a reason why he's depressed. He's allowed to be depressed.
Oh, don't get me started. I really did not gel with Tokyo Ghoul at all.
Ugh, get out.
No, I didn't. I managed to the first season. Got to the ending of that first season. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever watched. Okay.
Do you like Tokyo Ghoul, Scott?
I've never seen it. I'm just reacting.
What the fuck?
You fucking asshole.
I've never seen Tokyo Ghoul or Death Note. I said it.
What the fuck?
I said it.
Get the fuck out. I want to get a new person in. Can we fuck off, Scott?
Listen, all right? I told you there was a long lull period between where my seed inside of me was dormant of the anime.
What the fuck did you do? Did you just walk around with your eyes shut the entire time? Death Note was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but I was too busy playing games.
Yeah, I was basically playing COD 24/7 when Death Note was a big thing.
Ew.
So, yeah, I was one of them.
Fucking normie.
Yeah, that was before I joined the PC Master Race.
At least I was sat there playing fucking Monster Hunter and Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. I was still being a weeb, whereas you're there fucking COD.
Yeah, COD
Nasty boy.
Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield 4.
Do you just feel that grime now?
No, because those two, I will still stand by the Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield 4 were fucking phenomenal.
God damn it.
We're all entitled to our own opinions.
Yeah, I mean,
Some people are wrong.
yeah,
but
some people are right though, like me.
Okay.
All right,
Whatever, buddy.
hold on before we get any crazier.
Yep, go on.
We should probably not go on the subject of the video games.
No, that is
we
true.
could be there all day.
We would be there all day. Yeah, we'll save that for another episode. All right, so here's a side thing. So at the same time as picking up on anime, I started. That's when I first started watching Scott stuff about around that time, because I'd picked up VN, is it Wolf Tales by
Razart.
Razart, that's it. Yeah. And
Such a good game.
And yeah, it was fucking awesome. And I was wondering trying to find other people who'd played through it to see what their reactions were to certain parts of it, and that's how I found Scott's channel. And that was the first. That was the first thing.
Because I remember when you first played Wolf Tales, and I wasn't expecting you to like come at me really excited about a fucking VN about lesbian wolves, but you know.
Hey, hold on.
It depends it depends if you go as a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
They were lesbian for you, but they weren't for me.
I backed the other fucking teammate
I know.
mostly, so yeah, forever lesbian. That's my one massive bugbear with VNs.
Not yet.
For being a forever lesbian?
Not yet. No, I know exactly what she's going to do, and I'm going to mention this later.
We should probably say VN means visual novel, by the way.
Yeah, visual novels. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I'll restrain
Hold
my
yourself.
rage boner.
Hold yourself, because I'm gonna ask for people who listen for help because they might know more.
For help.
You'll understand. So.
Yeah, basically he played Wolf Tales and was like, Kath, you need to play this game. You love floof.
Yeah.
And you like girls. Have this game. And he gifted it to me over on Steam.
Perfect.
And yeah, fucking great game.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my first VN, and then after that, well, I suppose I better say that was my first visual novel that I played, but not what a lot of people would consider VN because it's English.
Yup. Because the
Really?
elitists.
People don't consider VNs as a VN if it's in English?
Yeah, Scott's had hate on his channel for doing English language VNs.
Really?
Because they think it's automatically the worst thing ever if it's not made in Japan or something.
People are so close-minded, man. I'm sorry.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's literally word for word exactly what he said on the video. Because I remember watching. I think you had to put an intro to it on a video, didn't you? That you were like telling people to shut up and pipe down.
It's like just fucking.
Like if you don't like, this is the one thing that really bugs me as well, like about YouTube comments and stuff like that, or just anything in general. If you don't like it, move on.
Yup.
I don't give a shit that you don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch the video. Just fucking crack on, mate. Go find something you do like.
Unless they don't like it for a reason, they give constructive criticism. Then
that's fair.
That's fine.
But if they're there just to fucking bash on the fact that Scott's playing a game that's in English and not made in Japan, get a grip.
Yeah, I know.
Which is funny because that was my first visual novel, was an English visual novel. So
no, which one was that?
the Sunrider series. I keep talking about it.
Oh my god, Sunrider's so good. It's so fucking good.
I told you.
It's so good.
I've never played it.
Yeah, so I've actually found I think about half the VNs that I've played have been through Scott's channel, and mostly because I've started watching one of his series, gotten about like an episode and a half in and gone, sorry Scott, I'm not watching anymore, and then adding it on my wish list and then buying it later and yeah, exactly, yeah. So your first was Sunrider, was it?
Yeah, it was Sunrider, because it was during the time, the Great Depression for me, where my anime seed it came back out all those years ago.
Oddly enough, exactly the same thing happened to me. I ended up being hideously overworked and depressed, and then that brought out my anime seed. Maybe there's a thing here, like everyone's got an anime core, and if they get too hideously depressed, it suddenly
Maybe.
sprouts.
Who the fuck knows, mate?
That sounds so sad.
I think that was probably what. Oh god.
Well, I mean, think about it.
It might have been the same for me.
I mean, it's pretty much the ultimate form of escapism when you think about it, isn't it? You know,
it is.
I was actually talking about it with my counsellor yesterday.
Oh, right, there you go then.
We had a full-on conversation with my therapist yesterday because he was like, "Oh, you know a lot about anime. I literally know nothing about it. Can you tell me about it?" And we just spent like an hour talking about anime, and he was like, "You just sound really happy when you talk about anime." I was like, "Yeah, that's because I'm hideously depressed the rest of the time, and I use it as a really, really bad emotional crutch."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, okay, we need to talk about this further."
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Barry.
That's going down in my notebook.
Oh man.
So was the first one you played Wolf Tales as well, was it then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Obviously I played a lot of Japanese games and stuff before that, but I'd never actually done
A visual novel.
a visual novel before. I probably had like, some of the like Disney princess ones and shit like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But nothing-
What?
Yeah, there's Disney princess ones from like the 90s and stuff.
I'd assume they're probably more like interactive books.
Yeah,
than
they're more like
anything
an interactive book,
else. like a
choose
picture,
your own
like a
adventure
story, like
kind
a
of
picture
book.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Wolf Tales probably was my first one, yeah. And then I immediately went to Love Ribbon.
Yes.
Love Ribbon. Yeah, so good.
I cried so much.
Honestly, made you ask some serious moral questions, didn't it?
It really did. It really did.
Like I think you and I had about a full half an hour discussion on whether it was right or wrong, and we still couldn't like formulate an actual like proper like definitive answer by the end of it.
Yep.
Love Ribbon, for those who don't know, is a visual novel about two sisters falling in love.
Mm.
Yep.
Who don't know their sisters?
Who don't know
Yeah,
their
who don't? Yeah, that's
They
important.
basically fall in love and then they find out that they're half sisters and they're like,
Oof.
"Oh fuck,
Yeah.
what do we do?" And it's heartbreaking.
It is.
Man.
Yeah. The tears were shed. That's probably the first like digital product that has actually made me weep. Other than possibly Mass Effect 3 when Morden dies.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
that's
hey,
heartbreaking.
spoilers, mister.
I mean, how old's that game now, dude?
Oh god, 10 years probably.
We're so old.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, okay, since we've done first, like, what would you say is like one of your? I'm not going to say your favorite because I think you, like probably the rest of us, don't have favorites. But like, what would be one anime that you'd one anime and one VN that you could always go back to, and why?
Hellsing Ultimate OVA.
All right.
I think it comes from my basic need to have everything vampire.
Yeah. Okay. Because you're a massive emo, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like, even from a young kid, I was obsessed with, like I said, one of the first TV shows that I really got into as a kid was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I was like, I kind of grew up watching it. So, I think it first came out in like 96, 97, something like that. So, yeah, I'd have been about 7 or 8 when I first started watching it. So yeah, I think Hellsing Ultimate OVA.
But why?
Characters are really good.
Okay. Yep.
Characters are great. I enjoy the art. Don't watch, or in my opinion, don't watch the original Hellsing anime. It's shit. Watch the OVA Ultimate Edition. Much better.
People are about to fight you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, people probably are about to fight me, but they can back off because I'm not gonna listen. My opinion. Yeah, really enjoy the characters, really enjoy the kind of story that is told throughout it. I think it's quite an interesting premise. Obviously, they've taken you can see where they've taken a lot of influence from a lot of other things like Castlevania and stuff, as they made it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, and I really enjoy the original manga as well. Yeah, I'd probably say Hellsing Ultimate OVA or Death Note.
You can't do an or. I said pick one.
Oh,
pick
but
one.
They kind of sit on the
Pick
same level for me.
Pick one, either or. Pick one. Well, you've already spoken a lot about Hellsing, so let's just go for Hellsing then.
Fine, Hellsing.
The trophy's been given.
Yeah, and VN. You haven't played that many, so this is gonna be a bit more.
I don't think I've played enough VNs. I can name a Japanese game, but not a VN.
No. I'm asking you to name your favorite VN that you've played, one that you would contemplate replaying again.
Come back to me on that one.
Coming back to you on that
one. If you like vampires, you might like Libra, the Vampire Princess visual novel.
That is true.
Let me look at that on Steam now.
But there are probably going to be penises everywhere, which we will come back to.
Sorry?
I said, but there are probably going to be penises everywhere, but which we will come back to.
Not wait.
I don't like
just
the
hang on,
peen.
Right. Okay, so Scott, yours then. Like one anime you'd always go back to, and one VN.
Anime would be Haganai, season 1 and 2. Because I just like the story of the fucking, what is it, the club of people who don't have friends, but they're all friends even without being, it's all weird, and I love the characters, they're all fun and silly, and the manga's great.
Yeah, that's on my watch list, actually.
And then visual novel, I would probably say at this point, Grisaya. It's so good, and you need to play it.
I know. It's on, like I said
right now.
Like I said, I've got to finish off. I got to finish my Mori Calliope remix, and then I got to finish Magikoi, and then Magikoi 2, and then probably the fan discs, and then it's Grisaya.
The fan discs are just full of fucking, though.
And your point being?
At least that's all I've heard. I've heard most of the routes and like the fan discs and stuff are just that's it.
Yep. Well, I need a right hand wrist workout, so it's fine.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, Kath and I are married, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh yeah, that might have sounded a bit weird. Like I'm obsessed with you or something. Like you're replacing me with a hentai.
The actual yandere.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think mine would be. I've got quite a few like anime that I do go back to on the regular. But if I was going back to anyone, High School DxD. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, good choice. I like High School DxD.
Yeah, it's funny. There are tits everywhere. I mean, what more can you want?
And it actually has a story.
And it has a story, yeah. And the story is utterly ridiculous, which makes it even better.
It has plot, guys.
Yeah.
It does. And Akano is best girl.
Ooh, debatable. Debatable. She's up there, definitely up there. I think Konako takes top spot.
God.
Just because she's grumpy. I seem to have a thing for grumpy women. I don't know why.
Hello.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say everyone says Rias, so.
Oh, yeah, Rias is like Rias.
Asuna, mate.
Rias is definitely number 2.
It's all about Asuna.
That's Sword Art Online.
Is it Asuna?
Yes.
Who's the other chick?
Akano.
Is it Akano?
Akano's the black-haired one with massive titties.
Yes. It's all about Akano.
Massive.
All of the Orpai.
Yeah. And VN. Oh, that's a toughie. It's going to be between If My Heart Had Wings or a Clockwork Ley line of something, one of those ridiculously long titles.
So you can't even say the full name.
So I'm also one of those people who can never remember the full names of all these.
It's okay. I'm the same way.
It's a Clockwork Ley line, The Borderline of Dusk. There you go.
There we go.
Because if you haven't played it, Scott, by the way, I would seriously suggest you have a look at it. Like, the story is awesome.
It's on the list.
Oh, is it? Yeah, the artwork's lovely, and the story is genuinely like really quite cool.
It's definitely on the list.
I won't say any more. If it's on the list, I won't say any more. But yeah, and you haven't actually played If My Heart Had Wings either, have you?
No,
I haven't either.
I did the polls and it won.
I know you did because I voted for it, saying you should. Yeah, I voted for it. I voted for it as well.
But then everyone was commenting like, "This game is shit." Or like in Discord messages, "You can't let this one win out of all the rest of them." What?
It's good. It's the first like big VN I played, and I still like it. It's really it's heartwarming. It's just nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, just because everything doesn't fucking explode and people die all the time doesn't mean there isn't shit going down. Automatically
means it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
obviously.
Just like those people that say if there's no H scenes in a visual novel, it's automatically shit.
Okay, so
Really?
So I wouldn't say if it didn't have them in the first place, then who cares? If it didn't, they got removed. Not happy.
Oh yeah, that's censorship. Well. Yeah. It depends
I
on the
don't understand the
situation.
censorship at all.
Most of the time, I will either wait until it gets patched, because let's be honest, most of the big ones get patched, and then I'll buy it then.
Usually,
Hence why I'm still waiting for Noriko Heart, because the fan patch is taking fucking forever.
That one, the patch is being worked on, but that one I'm also like not upset about because they were like, "Hey, we don't have the rights for the
they
H
can't get the
scenes,"
licensing,
so which is very weird.
Well, apparently it's because I read something about it that like multiple different companies hold the rights for the different voice actors and actresses, and they could only get some of the rights and not others.
That's strange.
Because it's quite old, because it's relatively old, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why, like, Magikoi, if you don't use one of the fan patches, is missing all the background voices.
Oh yeah, like all the characters aren't voiced.
Yeah, like all the main characters are voiced, but all the background secondary characters, none of them are voiced because they couldn't get the licensing for it. So someone just hacked because it's run on exactly the same engine and everything else. You just literally copy and paste the voice files across.
I was like, I think they just got the Japanese version. Just here you go.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they literally got the Japanese version, ripped the voice files out, and stuff it in the same way they did the hermit crab.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Why are their voices changed?"
Yeah,
or their voices.
Their names. Yeah,
their names.
I have no idea what you're talking about. To be quite honest.
Don't worry. That'll be the end of it. 'Cause I know you don't know. So okay, so now we're at the end of like our picks. So call out to anyone who watches this. My wife needs assistance. Kath needs assistance. She wants visual novels which are good with H scenes where you're a woman.
Or if there are H scenes, that it's more female focused rather than there just being a fucking fat schlong in the way half the time.
Literally impossible.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said.
Really?
I the only one I know of that I've come across has been Raz's stuff.
What about what is it? Kindred on the Roof or whatever. I think that's what it's called. That's a good one for Yuri stuff.
Yeah, that's it. We need Yuri recommendations.
Kindred Spirits on the Roof?
Yeah, there we go. That's a nice one that got controversy when it came to Steam Uncensored or whatever.
Oh, great. Yep, wonderful. Yeah, I just I'm very much in the sort of pan/bi area of sexuality. Men are an exception, not the rule, generally.
I mean, we're very disgusting, to be honest.
We are fucking mean.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
You know, Alice is kind of an exception to the usual rule of that I'm usually there for the ladies. But yeah, it just means that I just don't. I tend to avoid VNs, I think, because of that. It's not because I'm scared of dick or anything, but it's just that I just find it really off-putting and just not as enjoyable, I think, as I would find it, just because of my personal preference.
Says the woman who's been playing through the Neko Power series recently.
Hey.
Yeah. But coconut.
They get a major dickin' in that.
But coconut.
Oh, yeah,
I gotta get my nutsy.
I completely agree.
She is best girl.
Mm-hmm.
And Azuki, I just kind of want to give her the head
I feel like I'm the only one.
Yeah, you don't like Neko
I
Power,
feel
do
like
you?
I'm the only. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I just stopped caring about it.
That's fair.
Like
fair enough.
I think I played the first one and then volume 0 or something. And then I was playing through the second one for like an hour and I was like, you know what? I don't need to continue. And then I just stopped.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you're wrong, but it's fair.
I just don't know what it is. I can't.
But you like the floof.
Yeah, but sometimes you bounce off things. You know, you just hit it. Like
Yeah,
it's like running into a brick wall. Sometimes, like my biggest thing was like Attack on Titan, something I should really like.
Yeah.
Bounced off it straight away, and the same.
It's very
with,
much like war-y and military focus, which is stuff that you like.
Yep, and the same with ReZero. I should have really liked that as well, but I just can't deal with Subaru being a little bitch all the time, and I bounced off it real hard.
And he stops doing that for after like a long time, but
after like most of a season.
Yeah.
I watched the entirety of the first season. I want to watch. I've been trying to muster up the courage.
I don't think I've even seen it.
It's better in the second.
Yeah, well, that's what I've heard. So I'm trying to muster up the courage to watch the second season. But the problem is, I know that I got so annoyed by it that I didn't pay a massive amount of attention to what happened in the first season. So I've already forgotten most of what happens. All I remember is him crying and dying a lot. So that means
What a bitch.
So that means I got to go back and watch the first season again and sit through all of that fucking sobbing, crying.
To be fair,
screaming.
that would be all the rest of us too. Okay.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be. I just don't want to. I don't want to watch that in something that's meant to be relaxing to. If I'm meant to be relaxing to something, I don't want someone going every 5 fucking seconds.
And then you just come back to life, and it's you. It's all over.
Yeah, like it just seems to. He seems to have this thing of killing himself in really painful ways. Like there are simpler methods of copping it that don't hurt quite as much.
I'd rather just like. I don't know, poison myself or something.
Yeah, or like drown rather than throwing yourself down a bunch of rocks over a cliff. Because the likelihood is that might not even kill you. You're just gonna be lying there at the bottom with a load of broken bones, like.
Like a crumpled crisp packet.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's getting sidetracked, but yeah.
But yes, I need recommendations for Yuri VNs, please.
Yes,
I think you even asked that in my Discord.
Actually, I wouldn't even give a fuck if it was yaoi. Like, I think it's more just the constant yes man dick
constant
that
dickings
kind of bothers me. Yeah.
I see no issue with this.
Like, I think I'd be fine if it was yaoi and it was 2 dudes. That's alright, but I think it's just like the constant hetero dickings. I can't. I'm not on board.
There we go. Yaoi and Yuri, please. VNs in the
and if there is
comments.
floof involved, I will be even happier.
Yeah,
particularly fox girls. I know I'm putting myself into even more of a niche, but yeah, if you find anything with fox girls, let me know.
I think a lot of Sakura VNs now are Yuri.
That is true. They're also fairly terrible
because they decided.
Aren't they the ones that are all banned on Twitch?
Oh well, yeah. You play them in your own time. You don't play them on Twitch.
Yeah, then you don't. Play-
I don't know. I've never played the Sakura games. I don't know how much hentai there is actually in them.
Well, there used to be none, and then they were like, what sells is sex.
Yeah.
So
the titties make us money.
Then they added that, but then they decided to go for more of a Yuri route later down the line with the sprinkling of dude in there every now and then.
There's just a sprinkle of cock.
Just a little bit of penis.
Yeah. There's some story in inverted commas. Most of it is banging.
Yeah.
Is it plot in inverted commas?
Yeah. It's like it's porn plot.
Yeah, Sakura VNs are pretty notorious for having a terrible story, but it's got great art.
Yeah, it's all about the right wrist movement, basically, or left, or left if you're a lefty. All right, so we've decided that every week, I say every week. I'm not going to put a timestamp on when we're going to do this. We're going to do this whenever we can.
Every podcast.
Every time we do this, all 3 of us are going to pick a wife and a husbando for this podcast. And for the next one, we're gonna get you guys to pot some possibilities down the bottom.
Or you can rate
ours.
Husbandos and waifus if you want.
I can tell you right now that you're wrong and we're right.
That's how it goes.
And the ones in the that you guys put in the comments, we've worked out a scale of what was the scale? Sorry.
The oh fuck no, burn it with fire.
Yeah.
To
That's
oh fuck yes, get inside me.
Yeah.
Now, was that for the men or women as well?
Both.
Okay.
Both. All of it.
It works either way, doesn't it?
Now for the what's the eating hentai?
Eating hentai?
Yeah, where you eat them. Vor. There it is. We're voring. Oh now.
Right. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're probably
look up vor hentai and you'll have a great time.
Just Google it. No, you won't. You will
How'd you
have
spell it?
VORE. You will have a bad time. Don't look that up, people who are watching or listening.
Look it
It's
up,
horrible.
people who are watching or listening.
4 hentai videos.
Oh, no.
Pornhub.
Vor is grim, but I think my pet hatred one for hentai is still going to be NTR. Like,
Well,
why?
no one likes the NTR.
NTR?
There definitely people are. Netarare or something like that. Look it
Where
up.
you're basically getting cheated on.
Yeah, it's cuckolding, but not even cuckolding. It's just basically, you just finding out the person finds out they're getting cheated on. All right, anyway, moving swiftly on. So, what the fuck was I even talking
We're
about?
talking about the scale.
The scale of burn it with fire to God fuck yes, basically. So now it's the waifu and husbando section. So we've each picked one.
Mm-hmm.
One waifu, one husbando. Who wants to go first this time?
Not me.
All right, Kathy going first.
No, I'll let you go first because I've gone first a few times.
No, I've already told you going first.
No.
You go first.
Ladies first.
Oh.
Yeah, ladies first.
I'm not a lady.
I'm not a fucking lady.
Go first. Go on. We'll do waifus first and then husbandos after. So waifus first.
Okay. My number one waifu.
It's not number one. It's just your pick for this.
Well,
this
okay,
episode.
fine. My pick for this week, but I personally think she's pretty chef kiss. Ari from League of Legends.
Woo. Woo.
She's going in strong. Yeah, I know.
Are you playing League of Legends right now?
Not right now. I'm just saying she's a sexy bitch.
Doesn't she
I'm
like?
a fan.
If you were to diddly her, you would die or something? Is that like in her lore?
She probably suck your soul out.
Yeah, that.
Probably worth it.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, but
the floof, man. She got 9 tails.
That's a lot. Imagine sleeping in it.
oh my god.
Oh my god, that'd be so comfy.
Just wrapped
100%.
around,
Oh, that'd be the
and
comfiest.
then you die.
I'm fine with that. That's okay.
Yeah, she could eat my soul.
Yeah, I'll go
Can't
with that
agree.
shit.
All right.
All right, Scott, what's yours?
It's probably gonna be very obvious.
It does it begin with T and end in U and come from
You know what? It might possibly. Mostly because of the slow ahead anime.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
still waiting for it to come out.
it's because Taiho, they did her so perfectly in the anime. Like,
Yeah.
I was scared they were gonna like. I mean, it's their character; they know what she is. But like, they also showed off her caring and nice side too.
Okay, yeah.
Which is that's mostly what she is, with a sprinkle of I'm a creeper stalker person.
Yeah. It's mostly caring, head pats, and everything else until something doesn't go her way, and then the knife comes out.
Pretty much. And yeah, so I've been enjoying that. I like Taiho. I love her.
Taiho is awesome. To be fair. I will 100%.
I did very much enjoy drawing her thighs.
The
over the
proportions.
Christmas break.
Oh yeah. 100 out of 100 for your choice.
Thighs I would love to wear as earmuffs.
Yeah. Like Kath, I think I give yours about 90, a 90 rating. Scott's is a full 100 for the wife.
Damn.
Yeah, 100%.
They're
fuck, God, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Get
yes.
inside
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
So mine is of course coconut from Nekapara.
God damn it.
Who?
Coconut from Nekapara.
Oh, coconut.
Of course.
Nazi!
Because Nuts is just daft, lanky, clumsy, stupid, but yet adorable. And what more can you want? And loves head pats and has floof.
Remember when they
Yeah,
made
pretty much.
the Neko Para anime? And people were like, what is this? They're only 2 years old? Or something?
Yeah,
And it was
yeah,
you guys
I know,
are
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
They're literal cat people.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it.
No, I'm definitely 100% for.
Yeah, Nuts is
The
just
Nuts.
lovely. And she's the only body pillow I own.
We need to talk
Yes.
about
I have
that
a
at some point too.
I do have a coconut body pillow, but I'll have to wait for the next episode. Have you got a body pillow as well? Just say yes or no. Don't tell me what it is. Have you got one?
a lot.
Cool. Okay, we can have a discussion about body pillows next time then.
Husbando. Am I going first? Again?
Yep, you go first. Yep.
It's gotta be Daddy Sephiroth.
Oh, I would let
Oh
him
my
do
God.
things.
Yep, he can spit in my mouth and do whatever the fuck he wants to me. Like, oh my God, Daddy.
Imagine that
Yes.
giant sword just ram through your chest.
I think I could say I would let him use me as a finger puppet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all that fucking, like, he's fucking beautiful, and then you've just got him with his essentially BDSM fucking armor.
Yup.
Like, you know he's into some hardcore shit.
Does he have a tiny penis though?
I don't care.
I bet
Because-
you he
I can work with
doesn't.
it.
The size of that sword, you've got to be overcompensating for something.
Have you seen the size of fucking Cloud's sword? Sorry. Well, technically Zack's sword.
I never said he wasn't overcompensating either.
Cloud is a grade fuckboy.
I've seen a hentai like this before.
Yes, yeah, so have I. But the difference is that I think Cloud Sword is about a third the size of Sephiroth is like twice as long.
Yeah, it's very.
Is it?
It's like 1.5 times a person's height, if not more. It's ridiculous.
Sephiroth's sword doesn't
Yeah.
have girth. It's
No.
very
Yeah.
lengthy.
It's just long as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, Sephiroth, 100%.
literally the most impractical weapon that has ever been invented ever, I think, by any anime.
Yet is still usable.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
It's still badass.
And the extended fight between him and Cloud in Advent Children is still fucking great. The animation still holds up today.
Advent
The
Children's
movie's like
awesome.
20 years old.
Yeah, I do like Advent. Have you seen Advent Children, Scott?
I haven't actually.
It's very good.
Worth a squirt.
I've only seen like clips or little snippets every now and then.
Yeah, it's
Even if you
pretty
just
good.
like Google the final fight between and just
Yeah.
YouTube it between Cloud and Sephiroth, it's a fucking good fight.
Yeah, so it's well worth a watch. 100% behind that.
I'll have to watch.
All right, what's yours then, Scott?
I would probably say Yamato from Magikoi this week. Just because he's
right,
he,
yeah.
he-
Yeah.
At least, well, my experience is only the visual novel, but like I just love how he's like the master of color commentary. Because
Mhm.
I love main characters that are like that. Where
Yeah.
they just they're not really the focal point. They're more of just I'm here and I'm gonna put in my 2 cents every now and then, but everything I say is great.
Yeah, I think he's like a bit more of the focal point in the anime, but not by much.
Yeah.
It's about the same.
I have no reference. Who is this person?
From Magikoi, the visual novel that Scott and I have been playing. The one that came out last week before last, something like that.
Yeah, it's been out a couple.
Magikoi Samurai Girls?
That's the Magic. Has one of my other favorite ladies of all time in it.
Whoa.
Momoyo.
Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah. Again, strong, grumpy woman. Like
And you married one.
I know. I have problems.
I like calling
You do.
her Momo.
All right, so none of you are going to know who mine is. So I actually have
Really?
a link prepared in advance.
I'm ready.
So it's in the Discord chat now.
That's that guy from Valkyria Chronicles.
It is, yeah. He is called.
I could fuck with that.
He is called Ryan Ford from Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Yeah, he's got something about him. He's got like the kind of
He's got
salt
the
and pepper daddy.
Yeah, he's got the
vibes
salt and
going
pepper
on.
Oh,
daddy,
yeah.
the fucking eye patch, the scar across the face, the well trimmed beard. And he's like a proper sort of gruff but caring soldier. And honestly,
Yeah, I feel like he
in-
would slap the shit out of you, like in a good way,
yeah,
in a consensual way.
Yeah.
But then like be amazing at aftercare.
yeah, and in the game as well, he is also fucking awesome. So
Does he also have a big sword?
no submachine gun.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh, I thought he was one of the Lancer people.
No, he's an assault.
Nice.
And most of the Lancers are a bit weird, actually. Apart from there's one, I think, is it Thomas Kevin, maybe? He's got like a massive fringe. He's not too bad. And there are some serious emo fringes in Valkyria Chronicles. Also, you should play it.
Listen,
Scott.
there's
Hey,
a lot of
you
things I should play.
What I'm saying, once you finish once you finish XCOM.
Oh, we already talked about what I'm gonna play after that.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. Once you finish the other thing, then.
God damn it!
Sorry, I forgot. I'm
You are
done.
not allowed to have a life, Scott.
Also, there's also Chimera as well, who is like fucking babe.
Just, what? Cranberry-o? Wait.
Chimera.
Oh, I was like, are we talking about cranberries now?
She's got a wolf and she's a fucking babe. Hang on.
I need a picture, and it needs to be flashed up on screen.
I'm on it. Yeah, of course,
a GIF, perhaps.
There you go.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm down. I'm down.
She's a fucking babe, and
I'm
she's
down to
also
fuck.
like, again, what is it with grumpy women? But she's cold and grumpy and very killy.
Would she step on you, mommy?
Oh fuck yes, she would. Yeah, she would. She would step all over you, and for all the wrong /right reasons.
Every
Excellent.
reason is the right reason.
Yeah. But yeah, she is someone. I get stepped on.
I think we know your preference.
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thing with strong grumpy women. I don't know what it is. It's just it's a compulsion.
Hey,
You'll see it come up more and more and more as they're either adorable or grumpy. There's no in between.
like coconut's not grumpy. Or,
She's
no,
real
but
grumpy, man.
she's on the opposite. She's in the adorable area.
yeah.
So yeah,
He does
adorable.
get grumpy though.
Yeah, she gets
She
stroppy.
gets like super stroppy at like Azuki.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. All right, cool.
I had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, same. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed,
Alright.
but yeah, there'll be another one at some point later. Drop your comments down because then we'll read them and talk about them next time.
And shit on your tastes.
Yep, and shit on your tastes. Yep, don't think that anything's off the table as well. So we'll end up probably talking about hentai and all sorts of other stuff as well. So I'm fully expecting demonetization. So because fuck YouTube.
We don't need monetization.
We're not going to get it anyway because you need like 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours before you can even get monetized.
You never know.
Agreed.
What if this blows up?
It's possible. Highly unlikely because let's be honest, who wants to listen to a bunch of
Weebs.
weeb losers talking about weeb losery things? Hello. Doggo's just appeared.
Lyra's like, hi, I haven't been involved for like half an hour.
Wild Doggo has now jumped up on my chair for love.
I'm also here.
Yes. All right, cool. Well, yeah. So we'll see how this one goes. I'll get it all edited up and we'll put it out and
All right.
see how you guys what you guys like, what you guys didn't like, and then next episode probably a little bit longer once we finally like got everything nailed down and we got a bit more planning of like what to talk about and shit like that.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening / watching. If you stuck around this long,
Yeah.
proud of you. And yeah, catch you later.
Bye.